Hello everyone and welcome back to Adjacent with Jace, the tabletop interview review show for The Adventures in Athoria, brought to you by the Black Tower Stories. I'm your host Jace, and with me today, turn around now and start to run. You'll hear a loud pow, he's got a gun. He remembers the comments, no way he forgot them, all the times everyone called him a bottom. He's got new magic now, so his enemies can dread. Get revenge on that dwarf and shit the bed. If there's a problem, he's there to examine, but when that doesn't work, he pulls out the hand cannon. Hi, Aaron.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It was one of my better ones. I like that one. That was nice. Thank you, Aaron, for showing up on the CRT TV.
Glad to be here to entertain the class today.
Hello. Let me adjust this table. We had to reschedule our other guest because of situations. So we have Aaron on. So I will continue to not use the intro I had written for that person until he's available. But
you could say it was a sick situation.
He wasn't sick. He's getting overtime. He's getting paid.
Oh, I thought he was sick.
No, he didn't say he was sick yet. Well, he was sick on Tuesday, but he was well enough to play, so I'm assuming he's better. But we are here to talk about the previous episode, episode 32, in which I cannot remember the name of, because I have a terrible memory and I drink a lot. It's a personal issue that I won't recover from. But we're going to talk about that episode of the B&E that was successful, as we broke someone out of jail and didn't get arrested in the process and made some money. We already got a question in for Gandor. That's good. And I've got some questions lined up for you as well. And some questionable quiz things for you, just to keep things coming up. And we do have a 2 Truths 1 Lie scheduled for the end of the episode. That way we can see if you lie to us again. One of them you told last time was like an obvious lie, I think. It was real bad. But welcome. On to the first question. We'll get this one in from the chat. Did you expect any of last session to actually go as well as it did?
It went a completely different direction than I thought it was gonna. I thought we were gonna have to sneak through the whole place, but instead we got an elevator with that broke down halfway, and then. I thought we were gonna have to kill the guard captain.
I was worried that we'd have to kill the guard captain.
Yeah.
Glad we didn't, because I didn't want to have to kill anybody. Horribly maim, maybe, but not kill. I'm all about horribly maiming people. I was surprised it went well as it did. I guess we didn't know the layout of the top floor of the thing anyway, which means fucking Sean Dunn's terrible. He's to correct his maps.
He needs to. Well, the bad thing now is, even if he wants to correct his maps, now they know the staircase and how to get into it.
Yeah, I mean, that exit entryway is kind of fucked now. But as long as they didn't know what we took it, that's fine.
That's A-okay. No, I'm the one that yawns.
I yawned because it's contagious and I could feel it bubbling up, so I wanted to get you to yawn as well. Today's special is questionable grilled cheese sandwiches because of the RPing that we had at the end of the last session. I enjoy all the RP that we can randomly spontaneously do at the end of the sessions or during the entire session. And it was smart of Eric to cut the episode off a little bit early last time, because we were going to go shopping for groceries, and I was going to ask him pretty much what everyone NPC's name was, and I was going to make him randomly roll that shit. Guess what we're doing next time?
Eric, you better be ready with the generator button and just...
We going chatting with people now. We got money, we got some downtime, we're looking for a stick. A better stick? Only one who can make a better stick is Gandor. He has to use magic on it.
No, but I do have wood carver's tools.
Make it pointy. It'd be a lot more effective.
Yeah.
How do you make it better? Put a piece of metal on the end of it and stab
Spear.
something with it. Spear, a much better stick. A mentally handicapped stick is a nunchuck.
Oh, Lord.
You've ruined a perfectly good stick. Why would you do that?
Yeah, but now you have 2 sticks.
2? Fascinating. But they're connected with a chain, which is ruined.
Yes. Semantics.
It's a staff. It's a stick. A staff is a stick. Unless you say it's made out of something not wood. To get like a metal stick. Can we do that? What if we just buy it like a poleaxe and have them take the axe part off? Would it still count would it still count as a quarterstaff?
Make nunchucks out of immovable rods.
Wow. Just knock them upside the head with it and then stick it there. And then put it like around the neck. Like one here and one here. Then stick them in place. So now it's like caught with a chain on their neck. That's pretty cool. We have another question that came in. What's with the gun? You have a cannon now? Why do you have a cannon?
Okay, but 2 gun. Like, why only 1 gun when 2 gun good boom?
2 gun better than 1 gun.
2 gun better than 1 gun.
You got 2 hand.
2 hand, but gun need 2 hand, cannon no hand.
Cannon got his own hands.
Right.
I like the gun because what is your output now? Because the turret does not jump up in damage until like what 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So it should be like potentially 3d8 plus 2d10 plus your intelligence modifier.
If I'm so let's say we're going. This is the second round of combat. Once I get my gun and I get my infusion on it. Actually, I think I already have it. Where is it? Oh, it's gone for some reason. So my DPS will be 3d8 from a cantrip plus 1.
Should be 2d10 is your Eldritch Cannon, if I recall.
2d8.
2d8? So that's
Yep.
5d8 plus your intelligence modifier.
Yes. So 2d8 plus 4. Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
gun that Gandor has is a minigun.
2d8 plus 4, and then for the cantrip, with the infusion, with the arcane firearm feature, I get an extra d8 for spells.
Yeah.
So that brings, even though we just hit 5 and all cantrips went up 1 die, I do 3d8.
Additional dies.
I do
real damage
level
dealer.
11 damage.
Real damage dealer you turning out to be. You're creeping up on the stats. I mean, not recently because we haven't fought anything, so that's fine. But a 5d8's worth of damage, 5 die worth of damage per turn is, I think that's equivalent to Volred right now. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4. He's at 4 die worth of damage per turn. And I am at 3, 4, 5, 6. And Arthur is at 3 to 4, depending.
And my spells to hit are now at a +8, and my cannon is at a +7.
Ooh. Someone took the magical enchantment. I'll just find one. I'm gonna spend some money.
You got the money to get a +1 great axe.
I want to get one like enchanted on my axe. I like my axe. It's just not magical. Was there a question? Oh, there's the question for it. Question for Gandor. How would Gandor react if he found out Volred was a Warforged?
Volred was a Warforged? I don't... Well, like, Volred hasn't done anything crazy to insinuate that he is some kind of special Warforged, because Warforged do exist.
We just met one a little while ago.
Yeah.
Works for the government.
So, like, it'd be a little weird why he smokes Asia Leaf and it somehow has a reaction. But that'd be the crazy thing.
Let's go. Cool, he's a robot.
Just,
Can I use your
know.
arm?
You want me to put a gun in your arm?
Yes.
I can put 3.
This sounds awesome. A stealth tank. And yes, there is an item on the coat rack. That is true. War machine. Do you know which item is on the coat rack, though? That's the important thing.
Do I?
Yeah, sure. Do you know which one it is?
It's obviously it's the cloak, but you rip the thing that's sewn onto it. I'm trying not to read chat. You rip the item that's sewn onto it, and it becomes the item.
That is correct on what it does. It is called...
I was going to say robe of many things.
It's the robe of useful items.
Useful items, yeah.
Try mixing the cloak of many fashions.
Oh. Yeah.
So fashionable. We have a hat of many hats.
Yeah. I was hoping I was going to get to use heat metal. But I did get to use enlarge reduce, which I have not seen used a lot.
I have a confession to make. The enlarge reduce combo was one that I had used in Tater's campaign during a jailbreak. So like this should work, but I was like, how can I get the rest of the party to know this when I don't cast magic? Like, fascinating. Make door small. How does that work? And it worked. It was I don't know if that was the actual layout we were supposed to do for that jail. I don't know if it was changed last minute of us going from the outside. Is it metagaming? Is it? Well, it is metagaming to a point, but like, I also know I could recklessly attack as a higher percentage chance of me hitting. Is that metagaming? Yes, it is metagaming.
Whatever.
We lost our other magic caster, so I mean, we had to find a way out of there. And it was our third option, okay? It wasn't our first option. It was the third one.
Oh, I'm realizing Shatter does a lot of damage now.
Yeah, but it's also loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, on to a question that I have set up because I have some that I have brought in.
Hit me with your best shot, do.
Oh, God. Don't need any of that.
Not sorry. Never sorry.
We have some references that we bring up during the campaign to the previous campaigns we've done before, and I like to make fun of you for certain reasons, and I need to make sure you do not have D&D Beyond up right now, so please minimize it and don't look at it, because time for a quiz. All right, Mr. Aaron. How many magic items did River have on his character at the end of the last campaign?
3. No.
It's your character.
Four.
You had 5. Name as many as you can.
I'll name the your favorite one last.
Well,
So
you won't name my favorite one last because you're only going to name 4 out of the 5.
So, +3 leather. Cloak of the Mountebank. Bracers of arrow catching. And the +1 bow. What was the 5th one?
The 5th one was the Ring of Warmth that Kelder gave you.
Oh.
That thing was passed around a lot.
It didn't come up a lot. So
We fought 0 cold. There was 0 cold weather after I gave it to you. Quickest way to avoid fire damage is have something give you fire resistance. But a few corrections on that list you just gave off. It was a +2 studded leather armor. It is the
what is +3?
+2. I have looked at your character. It is the Cape of the Mountebank, not Cloak of the Mountebank, and is the Gloves of Missile Snaring. But it is it is a shitty +1 bow. That was correct.
No, it's the best bow. It's an artifact now.
It's just barely held together.
Got some tape.
The wood is like rotted away. It's just the arcane glyphs that keep it held together like glue and nails. Another question for you. I don't expect you to really guess this one or know the correct answer. But how many magic items did Fabian have at the end of the campaign when he showed back up? Do you think it's more or less than you?
I think it's less.
That would be incorrect. He had 9. He had 9. He had 9 magic items on him.
What did he have?
He had both of the sneaky ones, the boots of Elvakine and the cloak of Elvakine. He had a magic bow. He had a magic dagger that did something. I don't know what it held. And 2 consumable, like, resistant potions. He had a bunch of weird stuff. But yeah, he had 9 magic items.
Too many.
I mean, I didn't go through and check, but I'm pretty sure Doc had just the most. Like 30 plus of them. I don't know.
All I needed was that +1 bow.
It's got a +1
Good
bow.
to go.
And a ring that doesn't matter. And the second to last question about last campaign that I wanted to ask you, because I like to see how much you know about it. Could you put in order everyone from their hit points? Lowest to highest. Who had the least?
Lowest to highest?
Who had the highest? You don't have to put Fabian in there, but I do have his number as well.
Oh Lord, they're getting loud. Hold on.
No muting in my tavern. So between Fabian, Kelder, Omlik, Nock, and River.
So it's gonna go Nock
is the lowest.
Fabian, River, Kelder, Omlik.
That is correct. Nock with 136 and Fabian with 144. Followed by River with 174, Kelder 183, Omlik 196.
River was healthy.
You had them fighter levels. That's real handy. And yeah. And the final question, the piece de resistance. What was the name of Kelder's mace?
I do not know.
Lightbringer.
Ah.
It's Susan. Susan in the chat. Like Mal had like 50 magic items.
Yeah, I was like, what was the kid's name?
Malnar?
Yeah.
Ranalum. Whoa, back daddy. On to a question that has streamed in from the chat. Let me scroll up because I think we missed it. Momo's having issues with his internet again. Shocker, I know. Question for both: where do you think Gorbek is, and do you think he'll be back by next session? I will answer that to the best that I can. Is I think he got arrested again, or he's not on the island abruptly, and I will not have any clue whether he'll be back next session or not. We have not discussed.
I think he tried to do the good thing and go to Martine and try to find Martine and like say that we don't have to do stuff for him on his behalf. But Martine is a criminal, so he's not going to go to hell. And it's just going to make us do it anyways. And he's probably just going to be abused and sent around to do miscellaneous bullcrap.
Yep. On to another question. The Vox Machina anime, or animated series, it's not anime, has aired now 6 episodes and 9 episodes now because it airs an hour before we start our episode. Are you up to date on it?
Yes, up to episode 6.
Excellent. Can you name the classes and subclasses of all the characters?
Well, the characters?
Yes.
Grog, Path of the Berserker, Healith, right?
Yes.
Druid.
Also, yes.
Circle of the Moon? That's the wild shape one?
Well, they're all wild shaped ones.
Well, no, there's one that gives you more wild shapes and better wild shapes.
That's Moon.
Yes, Moon.
That is correct.
Vaxeldan is Rogue, Assassin.
Yeah.
Vexilia is a Ranger. What the hell is the one?
I feel like you're cheating by looking it up.
I'm just looking up the Ranger.
It's the Beastmaster.
Beastmaster. Yeah, that
Shitty.
gets the
Shitty Beastmaster.
gets the animal companion Trinket. Who's left? Scanlan and Pike. Pike is a cleric.
This is a hard one.
Oh, and someone just talked about Pike's domain too. I think she's a war domain cleric.
That is correct. War Domain.
And I do not know the schools of bards.
Scanlan is the Lore Bard.
Lore bard. Okay. See, like you wouldn't get that from them.
Well, it doesn't really come up much, I think, in the early parts, but as the campaign continues to go, you find he has to be like the magic researcher guy. And
because they ask him to look at the book.
Yeah.
Yo, that fight was freaking me out.
The ghost one, the wraiths.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot Percy. I totally forgot Percy. Gunslinger fighter.
Yeah. Of course, he'd forget the fighter. It's too vanilla. Like, yeah, he's not a character. He's just himself. It's a dude who has a gun. I watched the interviews they're doing because they do their live watch along parties, and Taliesin says, "Yeah, had the guns drawn up of like how they would be functional and stuff." And I showed this antique gunsmith. And he's like, "These would not fucking work." He's like, "Yeah, they don't. They don't really work in the show either. They constantly jam."
I do like that they have just the
Fuck. He did it again.
Oh man, the I would like to rage was very
Super
satisfying.
Finally got that one quote in. So now that the party has just completed their quest, we're getting away from Vox Machina. I just wanted to talk about it because I have literally no one to talk to about it at work.
BBASNM.
The Bassinums.
The Bassinum.
When we get that name changed, I'm going to get it changed without telling Arthur. And he won't know because he can't read. But although he can recognize pictures, I'm pretty sure he can recognize the difference.
It says the same thing. It says the same thing.
It's different font. That's just different font.
Different font, different writer.
This one looks
We
like
had someone write it up.
But it keeps saying I'm going to change the name of it, and I'm not going to the entire campaign till the very end.
Just have Arthur on the edge of the seat.
Just never change it. Or if Arthur dies, I'm getting that name changed. So if you want the name to stay, better stay alive. Arthur is up to W of the common alphabet. I'll get it spelled out in a language you don't know.
And then Gander's going to want you to spell it backwards without reading it.
Damn.
Okay, but can you do it backwards?
But yes, with the campaign, we just not finished that quest. We've got some contacts now, including a sending stone to Martin, which I'm going to probably start using just for the fun of it, just to see what Martin.
No, it's not to Martin. It's to Bertold.
Bertold, the guy's name I spelt right. So happy. I wonder if he could turn those things off, because we'll test that.
Because he's not gonna want you to have it.
Well, it'd be a shame if this fell into the wrong hands. Well, mine are kind of the wrong hands, but like non-crime hands.
What are you doing? What are you wearing?
Hey.
Are you thinking of me?
Kind of bored. You got anything going on tonight? Like a murder?
Rimble. It's like Bertold. It's the same.
I think someone put Bertold in our Discord because I think it was Rab. He was upset because of the name. Like, fuck. Do you love me? Do you think you could love me? I'm getting distracted by my own stupidity. But now that we just finished quests, we've got our connections with the underground. Are you going to demand more downtime? We're not at your workshop right now, so...
And I do not want to practice my craft near the bastard.
Right, we are on the same island.
We are in the same city as him.
Or practice your craft right next to his shop, so if it goes wrong, it blows up.
I'll do all my alchemy stuff on the shared wall.
Like, where's his room? Right here? Great. Sure hope this doesn't explode.
Great. I'll do my gunpowder mixing here.
I'll get the formula right eventually, but not before I get it wrong quite a few times.
Put a steel door at the room, and just with a viewing window. Y'all come in kind of later at night. Gander's just sitting there with it open, a bottle of alcohol. Just, what are you doing? Waiting.
Wait for him to go to sleep. Like, all right, I'm going out. What? Where are you going?
And just explode the room.
How dare Caleb try to tell me to lay low? I ain't listening to Caleb. He's not my fucking mom.
Listen, if I want to make spicy Play-Doh, I will make spicy Play-Doh.
Spicy Play-Doh. Like, what if we like threw it really hard? It's like, no, don't do that.
No, don't.
End horribly.
He's all, stop making the Play-Doh logs right now, because you're activating it.
But you said if I hit with it really hard, if it gets hit really hard, it'll explode. Just like the magic ball. Well, if I put it at the end of my axe and hit it really hard, shouldn't that work the same?
Oh, I don't know. Like, would the axe like withstand the explosion?
It's adamantine. It's the strongest metal in the world.
That'll be plastic explosives.
We're gonna find out. The question is, the person holding the axe survive. It's the thrown weapon, and you stick that on some javelins and just yeet and explode.
Just buy a bunch of staffs and put it on the end. You don't even need to waste javelins.
To stick, well, they should be an effective stick, like a spear or jab, something pointy.
Fly.
Question for Gander: if you could replace one character from the team with a new character, who would it be, and what would you replace them with?
Me with a fighter. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Replacing yourself.
I don't really know. I don't think we've gotten far enough for me to want to replace people. Like, I'm okay with everyone like as they are. Because people talk about like, oh, there needs to be a little meta, blah, 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 damage, range, glass cannon, healer, tank, whatever. And it's like, no. Everyone play whatever the fuck you want. I think everyone gets along, like, character-wise. There's not a lot of negative energy. And I think it's all right.
So you wouldn't get rid of me?
No.
I'm a big fan of just not having a functioning team. The less functional it is, the crazier shit you'll do.
All fighters. Everyone in different subclass fighter.
Yeah. We'd have magic. Be really shitty magic. Like
Eldritch Knight.
magic. What's your spell
Whoa.
save? 10. That's not good. Look at the comment. Tater, his character has died before next campaign and come back. Yeah, it's because you had a life cleric who's had a grudge and was tired of people dying. Who's an amazing person at scheming. So you don't need downtime now because we're not on the same island. But what if we want to stay on the island for like a week plus? What are you gonna do?
Then it will be just trying to enchant the gun, because I need facilities to do experiments with my item.
Probably shouldn't set off the explosives within the city limits.
Listen,
the safe house is no longer safe.
I'll get a permit.
A permit for setting off explosives in city limits? Well, we're in the adventuring quarter, so I guess it's less crazy.
I guarantee you there are artificers that have to pull permits and be in specific areas.
The testing range.
It's
We'll go blow up a cart today, guys. Mythbusters.
It's got powdered adamantium in the walls just to make it a little more durable.
I don't think you know how adamantine and metal work.
I know.
For an artificer, leave the adamantine to the dwarf.
I do want to make mechanical things out of adamantine.
It's because they're durable.
Yes.
But they're not very, like, malleable.
I'm wanting to make stuff using adamantine as like structural and like pins and screws to hold it together, and then use like mithril or steel as like plating or like intricate parts.
I saw there was a post I had seen. It was like adamantine is just fantasy tungsten and mithril's fantasy aluminum.
Yeah,
it's really light. Not very. When I think of mithril, I don't think of like super durable, even though they have like mithril Lord of the Rings that apparently can't be pierced, but I mean, I don't think of it as indestructible. That's when I think of adamantine.
This is like,
Light
all
of
right,
shit.
well, and just you put a an ingot of adamantine in a cart, and you break the cart.
Now blow up the cart. Did you just die? What the fuck was that?
No, I'm trying not to yawn.
Now it can't happen. You know why yawning is contagious?
Why?
It's a, what was it? It is a survival instinct. When you yawn, it's your body stretching and getting ready for something or preparing itself, and your body naturally sees someone preparing for activity, and you yawn in response.
It goes into some weird anxiety thing.
Yeah. It is a survival instinct that is ingrained in people. Not everyone,
my
that's why
goodness.
not everyone yawns when they see someone yawn, but it is a survival instinct. That is a weird fact for the day.
Oh Lord, looks like
What are you yawning at in the
someone's going
chat?
crazy.
What's going on in the chat here? Adamantine.
He's
let's
copy
face-
pasting the wiki.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. Freaked out otters. Adamantine and D&D's most fantasy. It's more in line with the myths of bronze than it is of any other weapon. What? Properties from mythical bronze weapons and armor, both bronze. Well, they didn't have steel back then. They didn't have any fantasy words for it. They say tungsten for adamantine because it is super durable and it's a very high melting point.
Also heavy as hell.
It's also very dense. But that was just like a meme thing I had seen, and I liked it. It's like, that's it's a good use of it.
Good comparison.
Titanium. Oh, the tungsten's really strong. It's just heavier than titanium. Nope, that's the question about Momo trying to put himself in the game. It's a good modern analogy. Yep. On to 2 truths, 1 lie. Do you have 2 truths and 1 lie, or do you have 3 lies?
I do have 2 truths and 1 lie.
We did find out, well, as far as we know, that we weren't followed. At least we didn't see anyone follow us. So does that mean the other ones are true? And with Gandor missing now, does that mean that one of the truths is no longer a truth and has become a lie?
I'm there.
Not Gandor, Gorbeck. Gorbeck missing. Too many G's.
It's 2.
It's too many.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Lay it on us.
So Gandor tastes gunpowder for the correct mix. Gandor passed marksman class at the Adamant Spire. And the Adamant Spire gun classes required you to name and sleep with your gun.
You say those 3 again.
Gandor tastes gunpowder for the correct mix. Gandor passed his marksman class, and the gun class required students to name and sleep with their gun.
Hard to tell which one's the lie. So they're all. You do seem like someone who would taste gunpowder. I don't know if that's an effective way of figuring out the balance of it, so whether or not it's working, who knows? Maybe your explosions will be less, chaotic if it was like measured.
Stop eating it.
If it's like, measured properly and not taste tested, Gandor approved. All natural ingredients. Pass your marksmanship test. Like, you did have good grades in school. You were just kind of they didn't like you. Probably because you're a halfling. So that one seems true. Then the naming the gun one might be true. That seems like it could be true as well. So I don't know. I think the tasting one just might not be true, but it sounds like it's true because your concoctions have blown up a few times. Tough one. How do you like that every time something comes up about our past, I just make something up on the spot?
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
It's like, oh yeah, he's great still. He's a little timid sometimes. Oh, he got in fights all the time in school. Like, well, yeah, you can't fact check it. We're just making the shit up as we go. It's like college. We don't remember that shit. We just make up the stories.
I whiffed some bale ale and I went crazy.
You're the big fat evil guy. Or no, you're the one who has some ill will towards the party. It was you all along. You're secretly a deadly dragon. Are you a silver dragon?
Oh!
You have to tell us if you are.
No, that's my other character.
My character's silver dragon? Eldridgine,
Yeah.
is that you? That's why I tell you about following me. No wonder they kicked you out of the class.
But you were my friend.
I was related to your friend. Okay, on to another question. Oh, this is a good one. We've already gone over your invocations, and we don't get any more of those. Those are kind of boring. Why did you take the magical enchantment away from me?
Because I want magic spicy stick.
Okay. But you do know that means that there's no melee magic weapons anymore.
Alright, shit, can wizard not cast magic weapon?
I don't know if they can, but Wizard doesn't know it, so how's it going to help?
Well, we haven't ran across anything that's immune to non-magic.
Yeah, we have. Ghosts. We literally fought, shot a ghost before.
Did we fight a ghost?
We
did fight a ghost.
Ghost. We shot an arrow at it. And then we fought a water weird, which is magic resistant or immune. I can't remember. That was one of them. It was resistant to none of them. To non-magical weapons. Anyway, took it from me. And yes, magic weapon is concentration. So instead of concentrating on other spells. But no. Izal will overcome. She will... Well, she still technically deals radiant damage. I mean, that's like doing D6s, though. Her divine power will see to the end of the combat.
I mean, you gotta get what you get.
I got a magic axe at one point, and someone took it back. Fine.
Let's volume down.
Find me a nice enchanter to enchant my... What? Caleb needs to get me my mail set up, because that was part of the deal. I'm going to take that fucking book back. If in this downtime we don't get my fucking mail situation figured out, I'm taking that book back. And he can't stop me. He's not that strong. He's going to cast... He could instantly cast Lehman's Tiny Hut.
Can he?
Yeah. You can do it as a... Because he can cast it as a ritual, and he can cast it instantly without using the ritual. So, like, he can just dome it up.
Get caught in a hurricane, just...
Moderators and DMs in the chat, look up Lehman's Tiny Hut's casting time and the book wizard subclass and see if that matches up. Because I'm pretty sure that matches to where you could bubble up real quick once per day. But if it is, Eric's going to instantly have an issue when the kill mode does that in combat. Imagine, oh no, we're being attacked.
Oh, no.
We're good.
Get out.
The beacon is lit.
I got 8 hours of this, so...
Want to take a nap? Casting time 1 minute. Okay, so yeah, he could still cast it as a ritual instantly. Okay, now what is the wording for the wizard dude? What's the wizard do? What'd that wizard do?
What that wizard do?
Pretty sure Lehman's Tiny Hut has the ritual tag. Right. That is a ritual spell. 100% ritual spell. Well, Momo, this is incorrect. Whether D&D Beyond is incorrect, Lehman's Tiny Hut is a ritual spell. What'd that dog do?
What's the dog do? What?
What is the next job you want the party to potentially do? We did have a few of them that are
not
on...
the cultist.
The cultist? We didn't. There wasn't.
Not the cultist.
I don't think there was a cultist one. Was there?
Yeah, they're carving symbols in cows.
No, they were There was a monster mutilating cows.
Mm.
They were emboweling and disemboweling them.
What school is?
He's an Order of the Scribe.
Oh.
Scribe wizard. But there was the mutilated animals, probably goats and cows. Hopefully goats, because cows are more valuable. And I can't have murder scene. She'll be so distraught. They'd go into a blind rage.
Oh, when you cast a wizard spell as a ritual, you can use those spells normal casting time.
So you cannot insta-pop it. It takes a minute. So you can still use it, but do it in a minute instead of 10 minutes. But like
protect him for a minute.
Yeah.
10 rounds.
Okay. I want to make sure that it didn't have the instantaneous casting of something instead of bypassing the casting time. But yeah. There's the mutilated ones. There's the pirate one that Arthur will refuse to let us do. Unless, what if we get on the ship with like the Golden Forge crew and we go and take care of it? I think that's an option.
Dude, they better have some bad-ass adventures.
It's all downhill since we left.
Oh my god, dude. I would have to bring back River.
There's 14 tabaxi
like...
on that boat. It's a big litter. There's cat hair everywhere on that ship.
The whole poop deck is a litter box.
It's sand. It's literally a poop deck. And we could take that ship to go deal with the pirate ones, or if they're going to go to the place where Serpentin is, maybe we could hitch a ride with them. There's the bandits in the capital.
You mean Serpentini?
Serpentanil?
Serpentinal.
Turpentine, the druid of old magic. There's the criminals in the capital city, which I think might be us, really, or we could just ask. We could use the connecting stone. Just ask, like, hey, who's doing all the crime? Like, oh, it's these people. Cool. Where's their hideout? Oh, it's over here. All right, we're gonna go beat the hell out of them. That seems like a quick turnaround. Any of those really catch your fancy you want to do?
The mutilating one.
Yeah. Violence.
Because at least, we don't have to slink around and possibly get ambushed. It's just there's something out here. Find it.
Go do a murder. What if it's like a dragon, though?
Oh, and Gandor's just gonna, end it all. That's fucked up.
We're level 5. I think we're technically in the range now for, a small dragon.
Yeah. Which is wild to think.
Level 5, we survived this long? Or we're in range of a dragon?
No, we're in range of a dragon.
We were level 7? When we
I
fought
think
the
8.
blue one? 7? I think it was 7, right? We fought the blue one.
And we all almost died.
No, I think it was just me. Pretty sure everyone else was just fine. Caleb got knocked out once. I almost got knocked out immediately. And then that's when we realized that Soulfire could solo it. So we're going to go do something else. still discussing the ritual tag. We all know what type of spell it is. That's it. Eric's like, fine, it's no longer a ritual. Take the spell slot. Better prepare that shit every day. Welcome to Revivify. As a life cleric, it's always prepared. Also, my cleric had shit spells, so it didn't matter.
I would like to see the spell reincarnation used more.
Well, it's a druid spell.
You hear that, Arthur?
It's a 7th level druid spell. I believe 7th. I think they also get resurrection though, so it's better just to bring them back. I don't know. I don't have the druid spell list completely memorized. I have the cleric one pretty much. We should get a bard in the party. If only we had a bard that could do spell casting. 7th level. So you gotta be like, what, 13th level? No, moderator Momo, you're not supposed to be distracted. Jeez. Literally, you're supposed to be filtering in questions. There are no questions.
All right, listen, Ari. You don't gotta attack me on the fact that I can't get 6th or 7th level spells.
Is that enough in game?
I know.
Also, you can't get 7th level.
I get 5th level, and that's at like level 18.
We'll never get there. That's fine. Forgot to re-up my subscription. There we go. I subscribed.
Oh, they don't get resurrection. They get true resurrection.
Ew.
Which is level 9.
Hey,
Which is
nobody
9th
got time
level.
for that shit. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Who gets reincarnation then? Is it a wizard?
No, the druid gets reincarnation.
Oh.
But it's 7th level and requires 1,000 gold worth of ointments and unguents.
Engines. I had resurrection. I miskilled her. Basically all the time.
But they can be dead no longer than 10 days.
That's raised dead.
That's reincarnate.
Reincarnate? That sucks. We just gotta what if you resurrected them, then killed them, and then reincarnated them? Ah, shit. He's past the 10-day expiration date. Fuck. Resurrection. Oh, thank God you brought me back. I'm so Alright. Now bring him back as like a goblin or something. That'd be cool.
I mean, you could
Reincarnate is a 5th level spell, according to so it is equivalent to raise.
It is a
dead.
5th level.
Equivalent to raise dead then, and resurrection is 7th level. And true resurrection is
9th level.
9th level, which is fine, but resurrection does almost the same thing.
But druids do not get resurrection. They get true resurrection, but not resurrection.
Yeah, let's play a bard. Get any spell you want. Be a lore bard. Get really any spell you want. You want to be a paladin?
Cast it? Go ahead.
Be the best archer in the world? Be a bard. Are you squinting?
Druids do not get raised dead.
They get revivify and true resurrection. But they get that's where they get the reincarnation thing. It's like, Tsunami? Meh. Invulnerability. That's a good spell. Spell, you're just like, fuck it. You're not hurting me today.
Druids do not get revivify.
What? I don't trust the chat anymore. They said they got revivify. I think the bard gets revivify. How the fuck did they gonna get revivify?
Oh, expanded spell list.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Whatever.
Gander. On to another question here. Who is top of the Deadpool, who is of the 5 members that are in the city that we know of?
Kale.
Caleb? You like always voted for him?
No, I always voted for Gorbeck.
Ah, yeah. I got voted for last week. Because Ari hates me. I think he put himself at like number 2 though. We're just living on the edge. We're dangerous people now. They'll kill it. Eric will kill us at any moment. Caleb's been voted for. Yeah. Okay. It's time for that final question. Let me pull up my Wild Magic Surge chart. Aaron, I'm going to need you to roll a D percentile for me. So I can tell you what stupid thing happens.
I can't go too hard on that. 38.
38. Okay, roll me a D6.
3.
3 flumps, controlled by the DM, appear in unoccupied spaces within 60 feet of you and are frightened of you. They vanish after 1 minute. Flumps! Yay, flumps!
Yay, flumps!
You know what flumps are?
I do not.
They're like the floating spaghetti monster. But they're made of like cuddly joy though. Like super nice. CR0. They're adorable. Well, Aaron, I'm glad you could show up tonight. This was fun. We talked about a lot of stupid shit. This is always good. Made you think about your past characters. Mostly the one. Your stupid +1 bow.
Okay.
If you think it's so great, at no point during this game are you allowed to have more than a +1 weapon.
Fine. Oh, is that another D percentile request?
Yeah, we already got that 38. We already did the D percentile. That's where we got them flumps. We got it.
Flumps.
So y'all look away for like a second, and then we gotta jump ahead of them.
Bro, these things look weird.
Flumps? They're like super tiny though. They're like giant, like pixies, jellyfish though. And they're adorable.
Telepathy?
Yeah, they got a mouth. Or do they?
They do have a mouth.
Probably don't eat. They're aberrations.
They're carnivores.
What? They sneak. I did enjoy in the last session when the rogue kept rolling the lowest on stealth. Other than me the first time, I got a 5. I'm terrible.
For some reason, I can sneak, I guess.
You sneak? He sneaks.
I do sneak.
Sneaks sometimes. Well, that was fun. We got a lot of random shit that's going to come up in the next session for sure, because we're going to make Eric roll a lot of NPC names and generate some townsfolk, because I buy food for the house and for a cow as we look for some magic items and possibly something for drug addiction. Not for me. I'm not addicted to drugs. Drugs, they weaken the body. Or strengthen it if you do like a lot of like cocaine. Just a whole bunch of it. You ever seen it?
Non-stop.
You ever seen an elephant hopped up on PCP? What? We have now. Did you cast haste on the Luxodon?
Oh, Lord.
That's what we did in the other game. Okay, well, thank you all for coming. I really have to go. I hope you liked watching this really crappy show. Like, follow, subscribe is what I'm supposed to say. And as always, see you next Tuesday. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Go watch Vox Machina and the Legends of How to Make an Animated Series via other people paying for it. Good night.
Don't fuck the establishment.
Shit in the bed.
Walking hand in hand on the ocean floor, down deep we wonder. Louder we sing, no there is There's no cure in this together.